AMC has obviously never heard the saying, "Stop while you're ahead," but someone probably should have told them that for The Walking Dead. On the eve of Halloween 2010, TV watchers stopped shoving candy in their faces as they became engrossed with the new hit series. However, somewhere along their many seasons, fans and ratings have been falling by the wayside and not at the hands of zombies. Want to know where the show went wrong and why we all stopped watching it? Wait until we reveal the shocking reasons below. Are you new to Screen Rant? Welcome to the club. Hit the subscribe button for more great videos just like this, and give us a like if you miss the old Walking Dead as much as we do. Now let's see where the zombie empire went wrong.
We've all done the worst kinds of things just to stay alive. But we can still come back. We're not too far gone.
Canning Frank. Genius filmmaker Frank Darabont, who is best known for the major influential films of Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile, was the creator of the Walking Dead television series, as well as the original showrunner. However, at the end of Season 1, Darabont was let go for what he called concocted reasons. Yeah, Frankie boy, we agree. Who kicks a 3-time Oscar-nominated director out? No one, that's who. This could have been the network's biggest mistake, though they made their excuses for him, which included him not holding meetings about the director's tone. AMC also alluded to a potential tiff between Darabont and Robert Kirkman, the comic creator. We just wonder if the show's success would have been upheld with such a notable man continually running the show.
My people are in trouble. We don't have a lot of fighters.
Underdeveloped characters. The cast of Walking Dead should be praised for its diversity and talent. However, it comes to the point that each role seems to be underdeveloped, especially for the newbies. Not only are the newcomers not given much for us to care about, but also the regulars don't get as much screen time anymore. Meaning, as an audience, we can't invest in anyone when we're still trying to figure out who Joe Blow over there is. This is a classic case of less is more, or quality over quantity. Take note. The key to good, long-lasting products is a cast that audiences will be devoted to. As soon as you lose the care for the characters and people working on the show, the fans will drop off, which is exactly what has happened here and to many other production companies in the world.
Hi. You're Rick, right? I'm Negan.
Negan is a no. Okay, so let's talk about Negan, the most evil, sociopathic villain to ever grace the episodes. We all love a great antagonist, but Negan just isn't cutting it. It's not actor Jeffrey Dean Morgan's personification of him, which is utterly perfect in respect to the comics. It's that fans actually find him too menacing. Not only that, but when the plot centers only his disgusting survival method, we tend to lose interest. In comparison to some of the show's past villains, let's call to mind the Governor and the Terminus Cannibals, for instance, he is definitely weirdly, insanely sadistic. Whole bunch of adverbs there. Like killing 2 fan-favorite characters. Sorry, Negan, you ain't no fan fave, and you're pulling our interest away from what we really want. Can a zombie just eat him already?
I knew you knew it too. Right? There is no hope.
No redemption. There's a satisfying feeling when characters we've followed finally see some positive outcomes. There's also a limit to our grievances of watching them suffer, and that is exactly what's happened in here. Our 3 heroes survived so much and became stronger fighting together, until Season 7, when Negan beat them down and took away all the headstrong qualities they'd acquired. Daryl was tortured, Carol wouldn't fight back, and Rick became a desperate follower. Sure, the writers needed to find a way to arc the season, so why not beat the leads down, then bring them back up, and voila! Well, unfortunately, the easy way out doesn't work, and the ratings proved it. Don't they know we all just want a hero? Clickbait galore. This gruesome show has never been for the faint of heart, full of bloody, mangled characters and violence that you can't even imagine, but all fitting within the story. However, the show seems to have gotten lazy and been adding in shock value for no reason, making us wonder why. Gore with no strong plot just seems like TV clickbait and stands out like a sore thumb, more like an amputated thumb. But you get the point. Somewhere in its nosedive, the show tried to self-correct by throwing in more horrific events, which may have hurt the series more than it helped.
What changed your mind?
Playing Cupid. This one is horrific. What is, you ask? But this post-apocalyptic horror TV series is trying to kill its awesomeness by playing Cupid. That's what's horrific. The moments in The Walking Dead that tried to get us to awe at the cuteness actually made us roll our eyes. As Looper puts it best, a bad romance can kill a good story. To name a few of the most memorable love potion attempts, Jesse's awkward meetup with Rick, or Rick and Michonne, who are together but the relationship is unbelievable to fans. And lastly, Abraham and Sasha's whatever that moment was. A tiny word of positivity. We're happy you tried, but stick to grim, gory, mangled zombies. It's what you do best.
Good for you, Rick. This is reading the room and getting the message.
Fans are over it. Let's be honest, there is no end in sight, and the viewers are getting just as exhausted as the zombie fighting leads. In a series, there is always going to be a point when viewers drop out, or the creative team gets lazy. Whichever it is, or both for that matter, it's a serious problem. Either stop while you're ahead, or let the audience anticipate the end in sight. We want excitement and thrills, but we also want relief. Speaking of excitement, hasn't the show also gotten more boring and repetitive as well? What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below. Are we just bloviating, or do we have a point?
Did you see my dad? Did he make it? Did you see?
I couldn't see anything.
Fractured groups. Where are we? Do you even know? Because we sure don't. The Walking Dead has split up the groups in so many different locations, the woods, the kingdom, the Savior's Forest, just to name a few, that it's hard to keep track. This ties in with having underdeveloped characters. Not only is each episode of the season changing locations, it's also mostly changing the cast. How can we get invested in the story when it's all over the place? Also, where did all these new humans come from? We have so many more questions than answers, and that's part of the problem here.
On my go! Go!
Where did all the dead go? For a series centered around zombies, lately we've been wondering, where did all the dead go? Massive Walking Dead attacks happened every episode, which has now turned into only a few per season. So we're just wondering, where did the dead go and why are all these humans popping up? How did they not run into each other before? All these questions come down to the biggest question of all. What is the show really about anymore? By not being specific to the audience and spreading the characters thin, the audience doesn't know what they're watching. So they tune into Jane the Virgin instead, or whatever else you watch. Fake outs. Though we all like to be surprised, we also like to trust at some point that we're going to feel relief. When viewers are drawn down the wrong path for no reason, they feel lied to. The Walking Dead showrunners are throwing viewers on a ride that they didn't ask for. In Season 6, showrunners specifically tricked its audience into believing that Glenn had been eaten by zombies, upon being revealed that he was actually alive. The moment received comments like cheap and a blatant Dutch oven to fans. Without even having the capacity to solve the mystery on your own, the surprise just seems cheap and uninventive, and that wasn't the only time. List the tricks that you've noticed in the series below. What do you think AMC's biggest mistake with The Walking Dead was? Would you add anything to the list? Let us know in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button for more of the entertainment industry's insider scoop. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.